There's a lot of cars here. This is like when we bought the RV. We drove almost to Oklahoma in your car. It's like a mirror image of our first video.
Uh-oh. Casey's test driving solo because we've got Henry. And obviously we can't put his car seat in the van. So he's taking it for a spin. There goes Dad in the van.
Yay!
Let's go get some first impressions.
Hi. Ready for the lay down test, Mom?
Prove to me that we can lay in it. You are so dirty. Okay. Yeah.
Short people can't stand.
Not quite short enough yet.
I mean, you're not supposed to be standing in here. You're supposed to be sitting, using your digital nomad computer and stuff.
You don't think it's too short?
Well, they're all this short.
No. Length too not long?
We would have another at least foot if we got an extended, maybe longer.
I'm just thinking, like, where's the kitchen supposed to go?
Here, it overlaps the door, right? So it's bed to the back, kitchen here, bolt down bunk for Henry, if we can rig it. And I want the bed to accordion up here. So this will be a flat wall with the cushions behind it.
And then a seat for Henry.
A seat for Henry right up against it. And a place to put a dinette here and we'll slope the seats in.
That's the hole. Alright, so this van has like a lot of rust and it has some mechanical issues. It has an oil leak and probably needs a transmission rebuild, Casey said. And there's like some problem with the steering, which is like minor, but when you add all those things up, it starts to feel like a lot. The interior is pretty trashed. And of course, we're planning to like tear things up in order to re-insulate and build on it and stuff. So it's not like that big of a deal. Anything cosmetic is going to be covered up by the build anyway. So I don't know. I'm a little concerned about the level of rust happening with it. I know we can prevent it from getting rustier, but I don't know. It's pretty bad. But the price is really good. So, got any initial reactions that you want to share?
Well, it's cheap. Like super cheap. Like I think we could get it for 2,500 bucks. But
yeah, that's pretty bad when you can knock so much off the price.
Yeah, but
it's
like
so bad
because it was all and it's already cheap.
Yeah,
it's just got so much non-cosmetic structural stuff. The frame is good.
Yeah.
Like every door has holes rusted through the bottom of the doors, and it's like totally doable. But I mean, it's hours and hours and hours and hours of welding just to get it watertight.
we've still never actually welded.
I have a welder.
I know that.
And I want to learn to weld,
Yeah.
but not doing body work right off
I
the
don't
bat.
know. Yeah, it's a little bit too rough, I think.
We've decided that was another bust. On to the next one. That's the fourth van we've looked at, I think. I could have handled a lot of those things, but not all of those things simultaneously. I'm okay with welding some holes, but not that many holes. And doors that don't shut.
It's so dark.
It's so dark. There's no lights.
It's really boring.
All right, Dad, we're gonna get out and you're gonna go around the block.
I'm gonna take it for a spin.
It sounds horrible.
It sounds what?
Horrible. It's like really loud.
I thought it was going to be like an electric van.
rolls.
So that red thing's in rough shape there.
We got the gray van so we can get rid of the white van.
Oh,
and that's a good looking van, Mom.
The upgrade is in sight.
I see it.
But this is the one we're looking at? The one that's like in the house?
Oh, it's got a light bulb.
That's kind of cool.
House van.
What do you think?
I like it.
You can stand in it.
I can.
It's Henry's size. Can you go to the back so we can see like how far back it goes? Henry for scale. It's got a hitch already attached to it. It sounds better than any of the other ones he's driven.
That van was the van.
We're buying a van.
We had to come back because some people were buying Jeep parts off of Facebook Marketplace, but about to grab my checkbook, head back to Springdale. That was the one. The 100th one I've looked at, depending on your definition of looked at.
Give us a free Yeti cooler. Should we have said yes to that?
I don't think it was a Yeti.
It was.
The actual Yeti?
Yeah, it was a white Yeti.
I mean, I thought it was rotomolded, but...
It was like, this is a good cooler. And we were like, ah, we got 2 of those.
Shit,
Which
we got swindled.
We do, but... No, we should keep his cooler.
We're buying a van. This is it. I'm driving home with it now.
Let's go do it.
To Wilder Mountain.
Go write a check.
Bought a freaking van, guys. It's kind of where this journey all started, is we wanted a van. We could only afford the RV. Well, that's what we thought. This wasn't unaffordable. He's got something for me. He was just checking on me to make sure I knew about the insurance. Super nice guy. But yeah, we were gonna buy a van, but everyone was doing the Sprinters and their bajillion dollars, and we said no, and things have changed, and the tools I've got have changed, and my mechanical confidence has changed. Actually build stuff out and do it ourselves, and I have no concerns about building this van out. This is gonna be fun. To the shop. We got a shop, if you haven't seen that in our last video. That's where we're gonna be working on. It's a V8 gas. This thing's got so much power. You know, kind of a comparable engine to what's in the motorhome. Oh my God, with this thing empty, it's got such a huge payload capacity. Like, it can tow twice as much as the RV. The payload's huge. We can put like a 4,000 pound build out back there and won't even notice it's there. And like, it's got some get up and go. Yeah, buddy. It's got more acceleration than the Jeep, that's for sure. You guys, this thing's amazing. It drives like a sports car, like compared to the RV, which, like, obviously it's not the RV, it's not the same, but for something that I think we're gonna use more like the RV than we use the Jeep, for example, this is more RV than Jeep, and it's just like, shit, man. Windy country roads, no problem. This thing's dope. I wasn't a car guy growing up. I don't even know if I'm a car guy now. But I am addicted to buying things with motors in it, apparently. We have 2 grown adults, and this is the 4th motor on Wilder Mountain. And like, I can think of several things that I would buy tomorrow that came out. Oh, that's the sound of my roof rack. The ladder rack up there, wind hits it right then. Get some vibration going. Howdy everybody. It's been a week since we bought the van. Paige still hasn't even gone for a test ride. So we get to get her first reaction.
Me?
On this rig. Yeah.
My tires are low too.
It's just that cold weather thing.
Yeah.
All right. Look at all that room back there.
I know.
That's
you
cool,
have a
right?
chair.
Oh yeah, I brought a chair. I was testing out, you know, what it felt like to sit. It's a low roof. You're leaned back. You feel cozy?
Yeah, this is great.
Okay. What do you think so far?
I think it's great.
Is it better than you expected? Or right where you expected it?
I mean, it's a million times better than all the other vans.
Yeah, you didn't get to ride in those. I should have taken you for a spin so you can just feel the difference.
Well, I can hear the difference. It seems solid.
Super solid.
I'm gonna get this
so much
wood out of here.
So much torque. Well, a house with this thing.
We're gonna?
When are we gonna start working on this?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe tomorrow?
Tomorrow. Correct.
My day's a little busy today. Yeah, I think step 1 is just to take all this wood stuff out and get us to a blank slate.
All the paneling.
And then step 2 is to go buy some plywood with the van, in the van. Step 3 is to start building some stuff, which is going to involve the beginning of moving all of our tools from home into the shop. And so that'll be exciting, but it'll slow us down a little bit on the van build, but it'll be cool to start getting the shop side of the shop looking like a shop.
You can do it, you can do it. You were so close to a dry spot. That's why I was like, just keep coming.
I had to turn the traction control off and then it would spin enough to get
Okay.
through. I don't think we've had a chance to show you guys inside of it yet. It's got a couple broken door handles. You gotta open it from the inside, but these are easy to replace. Ta-da! This is what sitting is like. You hit your head on the headliner. But this is just ducting for the AC. It's huge, right?
Mm-hmm.
Look. I haven't even pulled the dumb liners out, but in case you were skeptical, we're short.
Yep.
This is totally sleepable.
We're probably the tallest you can be and do that.
Yeah, it gets a little wider up here. This is the widest point, especially when we pull this out. But it's totally doable for us, and it saves us so much space to not have to run the bed this way.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this can be the end of the bed.
Yep.
And so if this is the end of the bed, mid wheel well, look at all the house space.
Mm-hmm.
Kitchen, storage, Henry seat.
That's it.
That's pretty much it, but it's gonna be great.
Yeah.
You don't need this.
Casey and I are both 5 feet 6 inches for the record, in case you're van shopping and you wonder if you too can lay short ways across the inside of your van.
If you are a normal size American or even a smaller than average Scandinavian person, you will be sleeping with your head at the back of the van, not side to side like us.
Yeah.
They do make the flare outs though. The company Flare Space, I think. We can replace this window with a bump out and build our bed up high. See, it's offset, so we'd have to sleep with our heads here, and then, I don't know, maybe we could put a little bathroom in the back. There's so many options. I've looked at 1,000 layouts. I haven't made all my decisions yet.
I've looked at no layouts, and I'm up for whatever.
Paige just put me in the driver's seat on the layout for this one, which is fine.
I feel like, yeah.
We don't really have that many options.
There's not that many options, and we generally agree on things.
You guys ready to tear some shit up? you ready to come rip this trim out?
True.
All this panels, headliner, the side trim's also. Oh, that's where the jack goes. What to think about that? Serious. There might be a quick release on that. Don't worry about the air. This thing's coming along. A lot of trim. Does it work good?
Like them.
We bought this guy this van from a flooring installer, and those are like really, you know, well loved and used dead blow flooring mallets. We'll put them to good use. All right, one more piece of plywood, then this carpet's coming out. These must have like swollen up after they were installed, you know? Secure down.
That one?
I think so. What's that?
You think he's like, oh shit, where's that piece of paper?
Dude, he needs this. This is his articles of incorporation for his business. I'll get it for him. One of the coolest things about the shop so far is not even in the shop. It's that we have a frickin' dumpster. Commercial trash service is excellent. We will be using the mess of that dumpster. Look at this, guys. Pretty much just got the headliner left. Watch out for screws and stuff, okay?
Okay.
Oh, can you bring that camera?
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna do a quick trick.
This thing is stripped down, YouTube. Do you see the potential now?
Oh yeah, I understand.
I mean, I know you did, but I see it more. Yeah, those are our smell goods. For now.
They smell good?
It's supposed to. That's the rumor. I think we're gonna take a break for now. There's still like seat belt winders and stuff that need to come out. A lot of stuff that needs to be more delicately
Small stuff,
removed.
though.
Yeah. So we'll come back for that. I'm gonna get some water and demo continues. But I mean, man, we got like the majority done.
Yeah. So fast. Remember how long it took to demo the RV? Like 10 years it feels like.
It was an entire video, which means it was an entire week back then. Oh.
We are struggling to nail down a layout for the van. So today, our plan as very visual thinkers is to take some tape and mock up what we think the layout might be and see how that feels and looks. And hopefully that helps us figure out exactly what we're going to do.
Oh, it's hot in here.
Oh, you need me to open that from outside?
Just gonna pull it by its graduation tassel.
I think you should start by laying out where a stationary bed would fall, you know, like where that would end.
Yeah, and we need to box off Henry's seat.
And Henry's seat, those are gonna be like
everything else is like-
non-negotiable things, yeah.
Yeah, and then everything's variable based on that.
Head to foot. Like
We might try both. We need to see what we got. We've been debating fixed bed versus convertible bed.
I think we're gonna do fixed bed.
I think we're gonna do fixed bed, which is funny because this is a smaller space and we put a convertible bed in every other rig because we saw the value in the space, but with it being so condensed and you can't stand up in here, it will be hard to convert a bed.
I think you could consider the tent to be a fixed bed, even though you have to open it up. Like,
Open it and build
nothing else
it.
gets used in that space.
Yeah. So I think that, and we have the option of going head down, you know, long ways or sideways with the bed. We're short, so we can fit sideways. But because of this page, this is why I don't think we can go side to side unless we cap off this duct right here.
Imagination caps. And so this first little block here we're thinking is going to be a fridge so that you can open it from here. So like outside you could grab something out of the fridge, but also inside you can get to the fridge.
And it's got countertop over it.
Yeah,
it's built
so this
into
is
a
going to
cabinet.
be very blocked off, but obviously this door is wider than a person needs, so that's what that is. Lots of people do that. Here, this big square is Henry's seat, so we still need to get a seat out of like a car and mount it here so that he can ride safely. And the idea with this is that we'll also replace these seats with swiveling seats, so we can all turn toward this one, put a little table here, and this is our dinette area, or Casey's work area, basically just somewhere to sit with a table. So fridge is here, and then along these two sides is countertop. We cook. Part of the whole point of this layout is that we want to cook indoors. So kitchen space here, but
Oh, where's your sink?
oh, I don't know.
I was imagining it here.
Like here. Yeah, I want
Yeah.
it to cover up though. I'm imagining this as like the countertops are completely solid when everything's packed away. Like there's no fixed stuff on the counter. So you could like roll out a pie dough the size of the counter on both sides if you wanted to. Is that a weird way to describe that?
No.
But yeah, like the cutting board over the sink kind of situation. Like I want it to be flush as possible. But under this cabinet counter would be like
Storage.
cooking supply storage. Okay. We can put head and toe this way And that way we can like maximize space up there with the bed this way. If we cut a mattress down just a little bit, this is like full size width, right?
Yep.
Oh, and the bed would be like up high above all this stuff so that there's tons of storage underneath. So we're gonna be kind of in this almost lofted bed space with storage that you can access from inside here and then storage you can access from outside, like right here where I'm standing. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Only thing we didn't figure out is exactly where we want to mount like our max air fan and that kind of thing.
Somewhere in here.
But,
probably right between these two ribs. I mean, we don't really have a lot of choice when you look at that, you know. It's either here or here.
Yeah. So what's our next step? What are we doing next? Like, we're saying goodbye to you now, but I think it's time for us to start buying some stuff.
We gotta order some stuff. We need to try and find a seat. I think that getting that in before we put the subfloors down is gonna be important because we gotta anchor it through the body. And then we can do subfloors and walls. So I gotta get insulation ordered and all that stuff. I need to get wires and pull electrical so that we can build the walls. That's one thing we haven't figured out. We'll come back maybe and we'll show you what we end up with on this, but like lay out where you want an outlet on the wall here.
Yeah.
And then I'll probably mock all of this up in SketchUp. I'll take these dimensions and build a room where we can like iterate on it and add to it.
Fancy. And maybe we'll share that on Patreon or something.
Oh yeah, that'll be on our Patreon. By the way, you might have already seen some of the footage of us getting this van and other footage from in this video today, like a month ago. If you had been one of our patrons on Patreon.
If you're in the Cool Kids Club, you've already seen what's going on.
We've got our Patreon rolling. There's content there now, and we're posting extra behind the scenes stuff. And if you really want to contribute, there are 2 tiers of contribution. One of them gets you behind the scenes content, and the other one gets you a monthly update video from Wilder Mountain.
Probably from me that I'm shooting like in the next day.
Produced and shot and edited by Paige. Yeah, it's van build.
This is very exciting.
This is also the van's, you know, more or less first time on the mountain.
Yeah, it feels really good to have it here. It feels more real that we own a van. You know?
Having it in the driveway. Check it out. Shit's gonna get real in the next video. Get subscribed.
Yeah.